So the question is whether compensation committee is mandatory for the private limited companies. So remember, the requirement of the compensation committee comes from the share-based employee benefit and sweat equity regulations 2021 of SEBI, which mentions that a company issuing the ESOPs will also have a compensation committee. But it also says in the same clause that a company can decide to delegate the responsibilities of the compensation committee to the NRC committee, Nomination and the Remuneration Committee, NRC committee. It would mean, number one, as far as what is the purpose of compensation committee? The purpose of compensation committee is to ensure that the ESOP schemes are administered well, managed well, and that is the reason why SEBI suggested as part of the share-based employee benefit, and sweat equity regulations 2021. So the objective is that they should be able to manage it, and since they are recommending that, since they are also mentioning that the compensation committee can delegate it to NRC. So it would mean that for a private limited company, it is not mandatory in any law to appoint a compensation committee. Remember, what is the purpose is the scheme should be implemented well, administered well, managed well. So if a private limited company is coming out with an ESOP plan, and where the number of employees, where the number of shareholders in any case will not go beyond a point, because how many will be the number of employees? And therefore, if the board decides of a private limited company to administer and manage the ESOP by itself, it can do it. If the board decides to appoint a committee by whatever name called, it can do that also. So there is no mandatory requirement for a private limited company to have a compensation committee. I hope I have given a right answer to your good question.